Dr. Parthenia Grant, where we talk about health, well-being, and the love of the divine that exists in all of us. Now, here's your host, Dr. Parthenia Grant.
All right. Welcome to Divine Love Talk. I'm your host, Dr. Parthenia Grant. And in studio today, I've got my co-host, Dr. Sarah Larson. Sarah is going to be talking to us today about World Sisterhood. And I also have an amazing young man who has created a company called H2 Rose. And he's got different flavors of rose water, which, for those of you who don't know, it is the highest vibration on the planet. So I will be introducing Kia. Say your last name one more time.
Ilulian.
Ilulian. That's a beautiful name. So we'll be talking about love today, how you can raise your vibration and bring more love among women, because women have been so divided throughout patriarchy. We also have Kim Michaels, who is going to be doing his usual message from the Ascended Masters, and I've got Jose Munoz holding on. We're going to open up with him. He is the timekeeper for the Mayan culture and the historian. And today, Jose, you will be giving us the glyph for today and a reading for Gabriel. Welcome, Jose.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm Piyush Nawaz. Today we have the energy of the day. It's called the Hash Washak, which means infinity or infinite medicine. It is a time to be in great gratitude for all the doctors, especially the ones that are in the herbs department and in the mind department, which most likely are psychiatrists, psychologists, and exorcists. This is the day when we are grateful for this beautiful brothers and sisters who are co-creating this new spiritual realm by counseling the mind and the spirit. It is a day of purification. It is a day to start something pure today. It's also the day when we realize that we are, in fact, reflections of each other. And in this way, when we see something that is negative in somebody else, we have to remember that there is a message in it for us, ourselves, because we are reflections of each other. It is today to have a ceremony for integrity and harmony for the entire world. It also means that the Cleopa Malinali Energy Center, also known as chakra, is related to the solar plex today. So in that sense, we also need to consider the Vedic teachings to honor that part of our body. That is the day energy for the day.
All right, the solar plexus, and we've got Dr. Sarah, who's a medical doctor. I'm a psychologist, so it's our day today.
It's
Dr.
our
Sarah.
day, and what's amazing is right now on the planet there's so much harmony happening.
How about that?
Yeah, and what I loved that Jose shares is from the 5D realm, the fifth dimensional realm.
Yes, that we've already kind of stepped into it.
And I would call you the doctor of the 5D realm.
All right, and definitely you are. Okay, and Jose, would you do the reading for Gabriel right quick? Every week, Jose gifts us with a reading.
We have Gabriel, and I like Gabriel to think outside the box for a minute and remember his childhood. Remember the mistakes that were made between childhood and today, and make a commitment not to make those mistakes ever again. And we will also like him to see the future 120 years from now and make sure that you see it clearly because this is how you are going to create your future. So when we see the mistakes we made in the past, we consider the present moment, and we also see the future 120 years from now. We are asking you to see and fix anything that will happen between now and the future, because you have already seen it. These are the practices that we need to do when we do a reading in this ways. So you live, it is called cat with a K, and what that means is the wisdoms of the underground, the Middle Earth, Shibara, belong to you. It means that you have constant communication, whether you realize it or not, with the underground people, the one that live in the hollow earth. And the main reason they communicate with you is because they want to give you technologies and medicines. In the day of the medicine, they are giving you all this beautiful information to communicate to the middle, from the Middle Earth to us, since we are the conduits between space and the hollow earth. You have the ability to communicate with the underground, and the reason we need you and encourage you to do that is because you can bring these technologies and medicines to us.
Wow. Well, Jose, we're going to have to wrap it up. Thank you so much for that. If you would like to contact Jose, it's unitylovepeace33, is it at gmail.com?
Gmail.com.
Yes, and you also have your class coming up at Antioch in Santa Barbara. What's the date again?
The 17th,
of
10 a.m., and the 31st, 10 a.m. We're also offering readings and ceremony at the One Love Festival coming up this weekend.
All right, One Love Festival. Okay.
I'll see you there, Jose.
Yeah, how perfect is that? So today we're talking about love with Kia. So Kia, very quickly, tell us a little bit about your inspiration for using rose. As I said, it's such a high vibration fragrance and substance. It symbolizes love on the planet. Today is the day of harmony, sisterhood. So it's very appropriate that, Sheila brought you on the show today. So you're a perfect addition. So what was your inspiration other than you're from Persia, right? And rose is used in food.
Right. So first of all, I'd like to thank you for having me on the show today.
Thank you.
I'll tell you about the inspiration. So growing up as a young Jewish man, we do a fast once a year, the Day of Atonement. And in order to do such a fast, you don't eat and you don't drink for over 25 hours.
Okay.
And your inclination right after the fast is to break into a slice of pizza or anything that's available. And as a young man, I did that a few times, and of course you get a very, very upset stomach from the knots and all that stuff that's in your stomach. And the family said that it's better to start after your fast with a rose water drink. And we did some research, and it seems that rose water is also a digestive aid.
Yes.
And it helps remove cramping from that. So
how about that?
There's a beverage that we traditionally break our fast with, which is a grated apple that has rose water and saffron added to it, and you can consume that right after the fast, and it relieves all the pain and also uplifts the spirit. As
definitely.
Dr.
Very
Larson
high
will
vibration.
say. Right. So rosewater has many great qualities. One of them is a digestive aid, and it helps aid with cramping, and it also improves and uplifts the spirit.
Yes, definitely. And we can definitely use more of that, right?
Definitely.
And you said I love the fact you have beautiful packaging on it. Let me hold up a bottle right quick. And I want to say it's in a glass bottle, so you don't have to worry about the BP poisoning. It also uses pure cane cane sugar.
Evaporated cane sugar.
Evaporated cane sugar, can't do any better than that. Right. So I think you have an amazing product here. I sampled all of them. I love the peach one.
Thank you.
That's my favorite. The apple is really nice. It's got a very, very nice blend. And Dr. Sarah, I'm sure you have something to add about saffron because that's an amazing herb.
I do. Saffron does so many great things digestively. There's American saffron and there's European saffron, and any digestion problems from the irritable bowel syndromes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Saffron comes in so strongly. It's actually a purifier for your skin as well.
And so is rose water, right?
And so is rose water. And so you could, just looking at the ingredients, you could wash your face in this and wind up
use it as a toner, right?
Use it as a toner, wind up being healthier. And now...
And exfoliate the skin, right?
Right, absolutely. You're kind of in the holidays and the 7 days of happiness or Sukkah. Right now, this is the last day of that celebration. And roses wind up being so important. They're so symbolic as well as...
And therapeutic. People don't even realize that. And I think it's a tragedy, and most people don't know this, that the regular roses that you buy, to purchase in your homes or in your gardens, you can't even get them with the natural fragrance anymore. You have to order them like online to be able to get them. And I think it's a tragedy that you would take out the fragrance of rose, because just walking among a rose garden and smelling it, it just lifts your spirits and puts you dead into the fifth dimensional realm of love.
Right. And I also want to add that culturally growing up, when we go and visit our loved ones at the cemetery who have passed,
you bring roses.
We take rose water and roses with us. Okay. And what we do is we take the rose water and we splash it on ourselves, because you're in such a somber state.
Oh, yeah. It just lifts you up.
It uplifts your spirit, and it really, really does work. And our roses and rose water are 100% organic. So there's
another wonderful thing.
Completely cultivated only for our beverage.
Yeah.
And it's another added benefit.
And so where you're from, the fragrance is still in the roses, right?
Correct.
And that's so important. It's like a rose without a rose fragrance, to me is not a rose.
I also would invite your listeners to maybe do it yourself at home.
Okay.
And rose water and rose oil is actually a very simple thing to do at home. And you would just take some of your favorite roses, and you can make...
If you can get it with the fragrance. You have to order them.
You have to order them, or you can go to your specialty florists. Sometimes they have them still.
Yeah, maybe the Middle Eastern florists.
We grow roses, and we crush eggshells and bury it in with the roses. And that's what brings fragrance back. Naturally. It has the minerals.
Yeah, the calcium.
The calcium to make...
Reactivates the aroma.
Right.
Thank you for that.
It's a natural process that happens in roses, and they're easy to grow.
Yeah, definitely.
You just need a tiny little stem.
Right.
And dirt, eggshells, water, and Mother Nature.
So
what were you saying, Kia?
I was going to say that it's easy to do for the listeners. They can just grab a bunch, hang a bunch of your roses, and just distill it over some hot water.
Yeah.
And then, if you want, you can mix it with some oil, preferably not an oil that has a scent.
Probably almond
or grapeseed oil, something like that. And then you just do it over heat for about an hour. You let it sit, and then you take that top layer and bottle it, and then you got to keep it out of the sunlight, because the sunlight will remove the qualities.
Of course, so a dark bottle, like a blue or a brown bottle. Well, thank you for that. I use essence of rose just to calm myself down. We are getting ready to go into commercial break. We have Kia, say your last name one more time.
Kia Ilulian.
Okay. Kia Ilulian in studio today. Dr. Sarah in studio. When we come back after commercial break, do we have Kim Michaels? Okay, Kim Michaels will be delivering our message from the Ascended Masters today, and we'll bring back Kia and Dr. Sarah. We're going to be talking more about love and H2 rose water and different things that you can do to raise your vibration and bring more love into your life and your heart. You're listening to Dr. Parthenia Grant. I'm your host of Divine Love Talk on CRN, and Dr. Sarah Larson, my beautiful co-host.
You order a glass of your favorite Cabernet. fresh asparagus, hollandaise on the side, a filet, medium rare. You unfurl your napkin with a flair, close your eyes, and prepare to listen. Ah, there it is. The sweet music you long to hear. The sizzle. The sizzle of a Ruth's Chris steak.
The most magnificent corn-fed prime beef, broiled to perfection at 1,800 degrees. Some call it a sizzle. We call it an anthem.
As the waiter approaches, you think, is this one mine or that one?
Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. Like Ruth always said, life's too short to eat anywhere else.
Make a reservation online at ruthschris.com or by calling 800-544-0808. CRN travelers, relax at the beautiful Fountain Grove Inn and Conference Center in Santa Rosa, California. Come to quality and come to luxury. Experience the newly renovated guest rooms. They're generously sized and they're decorated in the Tuscan tradition. They have great, incredible pillow-top mattresses, luxurious linens, and down-filled comforters. The Fountain Grove Inn also offers complimentary Wi-Fi and Internet access. There's warm cookies and coffee every evening in the hotel lobby, and you can visit the newly remodeled Equus Restaurant and Equus Lounge with its new wine bar. It's the ideal place to relax and enjoy a glass of wine and watch our What's Cooking on Wine show on CRN with host Larry Van Alst on Wednesdays. It's the Fountain Grove Inn, Hotel, and Conference Center located in the heart of Sonoma wine country. It's easily located in Santa Rosa off the 101 Fountain Grove Parkway exit. Call 707-578-6101. That's 707-578-6101 or visit fountaingrovinn.com.
Hi, I'm Larry Minetti from Magnum PI. Remember me? I played Rick. And over the years, I've been asked so many times to republish my book, Aloha Magnum, which is a 5-star hit. Well, folks, I did it. If you want to see the behind-the-scenes episodes and all the naughty things that went on Magnum PI, you go to the internet and punch up LarryMinetti.com, and Aloha Magnum is there at your reach. I thank you for your loyalty. Take care, folks.
Here on CRN, we'd like to keep you updated on what's happening in wine throughout the state of California. Napa, Sonoma, the Pacific Coast has great regions like the Central Coast area, Paso Robles, Santa Barbara, Temecula. Join our very own Larry Van Alst as he takes a look at what's cooking on wine, the Sonoma Report. It comes your way Wednesday evenings at 6 p.m. right here on CRN. Winemakers, superstars, wine growers, and more. With Larry Van Alst, what's cooking on wine, the Sonoma Report.
All right, we're back with more Divine Love Talk and Kim Michaels with our message from the Ascended Masters for this week. Welcome, Kim Michaels.
Thank you. I am the Ascended Master Mother Mary, and I wish to speak on a topic that I have spoken about before, namely the interaction between men and women. Sisterhood is essential for the growth of this planet, but sisterhood cannot be just among women. It must include men as well. This, of course, requires men to be open to a different kind of interaction with women than they have had in the past. Now, I have given many teachings on this topic, and I have said that basically the masculine energy is outgoing or expansive, whereas the feminine energy is ingoing, is balancing. However, what you see is that because of the long history on this planet of suppressing women and suppressing the feminine energy, these roles are not as clearly defined anymore. And that is why you have a situation today where when you look at the planet, and especially the Western world, you will see that women are much more open to the new spiritual ideas that can bring the planet forward. You see in so many spiritual movements and in society in general that it is women who are open to new ideas, whereas men in general are much more conservative and closed-minded towards a change. This is, of course, unnatural and very unfortunate. And it requires, first of all, that the men who are spiritually inclined and who are considering themselves to be part of the spiritual growth, the spiritual movement of this planet, change their attitude so that they realize that in this day and age, they need to allow the feminine to take more power, more precedence in society. This does not simply mean that women must come to the foreground, although it does mean that. But it also means that men need to discover the feminine energy in themselves. I have, of course, taught that men are not exclusively masculine and women are not exclusively feminine. In fact, the main problem on the earth is that both sexes have become imbalanced, and many women have too much of the feminine energy in the sense of the contracting aspect of the feminine energy. When this is taken too far, then you limit yourself and your ability to take part in the growth of society. And this is what you see in many nations where women have been suppressed. The women have accepted this suppression and have therefore suppressed the positive qualities of the feminine energy, and then have instead taken on this desire to control their immediate environment, especially their families. This have in many cases caused women to become far too focused on the little things, the daily things, and not open to the larger ideas of society, which they traditionally should have been if the suppression of women had not taken place. So you see, my beloved, it is not only men who are open to new ideas. There is an aspect of the feminine energy that is always open to new ideas. But you also see, of course, that men have taken on a role where they have suppressed the positive qualities of the masculine energy, which is also an openness and a willingness to experiment. And instead, what you see in so many nations is that the men are the ones who hold on to the old traditions, the old ways, who resist the fact that the roles between the sexes is changing, and that the old religions, the old world views based on a patriarchal culture simply must go for the new age to come in. And so you see that instead of embracing the change, too many times both men and women are resisting change in different ways. And that has one overall effect, namely that in most nations it is very, very difficult for men and women to communicate openly and trustingly and to have the acceptance of each other based on a recognition of the fact that both sexes are essential and that both have positive qualities.
All right. That was absolutely amazing and appropriate. Thank you, Kim Michaels. Thank you, Mother Mary. We will be back with more of H2 Rose with Kia and Dr. Sarah Larson and myself. I am Dr. Parthenia Grant. You're listening to Divine Love Talk on CRN.
What are you going to do with your old car? You can try selling it, you could junk it, or you could donate it to Heritage for the Blind. Your car will be towed away for free, and your donation is tax deductible. Just call 1-800-785-9618. Heritage for the Blind accepts cars, vans, trucks, and boats. It doesn't matter if your vehicle runs or not. It will be towed away for free, and you'll be supporting those that need help. Heritage for the Blind is a nonprofit organization that helps the visually impaired live fuller lives. Call right now to donate your car, and as a special thank you for calling, you'll receive a free 3-day vacation voucher to many exciting locations. Call Heritage for the Blind right now, 1-800-785-9618. Donating is easy, and your vehicle is towed away for free. Plus, you'll get a free vacation voucher. Call now, 1-800-785-9618. That's 1-800-785-9618.
CRN travelers relax at the beautiful Fountain Grove Inn and Conference Center in Santa Rosa, California. Come to quality and come to luxury. Experience the newly renovated guest rooms. They're generously sized and they're decorated in the Tuscan tradition. They have great, incredible pillow-top mattresses, luxurious linens, and down-filled comforters. The Fountain Grove Inn also offers complimentary Wi-Fi and internet access. There's warm cookies and coffee every evening in the hotel lobby, and you can visit the newly remodeled Equus Restaurant and Equus Lounge with its new wine bar. It's the ideal place to relax and enjoy a glass of wine and watch our What's Cooking on Wine show on CRN with host Larry Van Alst on Wednesdays. It's the Fountain Grove Inn, Hotel, and Conference Center located in the heart of Sonoma wine country. It's easily located in Santa Rosa off the 101 Fountain Grove Parkway exit. Call 707-578-6101. That's 707-578-6101 or visit fountaingrovinn.com.
You order a glass of your favorite Cabernet, fresh asparagus, hollandaise on the side, a filet, medium rare. You unfurl your napkin with a flair, close your eyes, and prepare to listen. Ah, there it is. The sweet music you long to hear. The sizzle. The sizzle of a Ruth's Chris steak.
The most magnificent corn-fed prime beef, broiled to perfection at 1,800 degrees. Some call it a sizzle. We call it an anthem.
As the waiter approaches, you think, is this one mine or that one?
Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. Like Ruth always said, life's too short to eat anywhere else.
Make a reservation online at ruthschris.com or by calling 800-544-0808.
Andro 400, I really love it. I've lost 50 pounds. I was a size 38 waist. I've gone down to a 32 waist. My mood has changed. I don't get stressed out. It gave me so much more energy. It feels like I'm 25. I'm so happy. I'm just a completely different man.
Guys, if you'd like to see results like Dave Ryan's, try Andro 400, the safe, inexpensive way to boost your testosterone. Go to andro400.com or call 888-400-0435. 888-400-0435.
The Doug Stephan Good Day program, early morning radio, and I guess it is radio, although it's radio on TV because this is CRN Digital Talk. You can find out what's going on in the world. We talk about the issues of the day, the events of the day, the people that people are talking about. We have an interesting way of looking at the news and having a little fun with the issues. So if you want to have some fun, learn a few things, and get up on the right side of the world, Doug Stephan's Good Day program, weekday mornings, 2 to 7 a.m. on CRN Digital Talk.
Okay, we're back with more of Divine Love Talk and Dr. Sarah Larson and Kia with H2 Rose. Kim Michaels, that was one amazing dictation from Mother Mary and so appropriate. We definitely need the men to step up to the plate and join us as we, move out of the old 3D Piscean warrior consciousness and into the unity, harmony, and love and peace of the Aquarian age consciousness. I have so looked forward to this time my entire lifetime. And we're still between the two worlds. But we're moving slowly.
The blood moon, this time period is so powerful. And Kim Michaels, I just loved how much you shared around the aspects of each listening to the other.
Yes.
That message coming through Mother Mary was quite profound.
Yes.
And quite often the frequency of our hearts, of everything around us rises.
Oh, I was lifted.
Yes. When we're listening and when that divine union of the masculine and feminine comes in. And I really see Rose frequency holding that as well.
It definitely does.
So beautifully between the masculine and the feminine. we as humans are the masculine receiving the frequency of the divine feminine rose coming in. The fragrance, the nutrients, the nourishment, and the experience. And it's interesting because on Earth, the way that we walk around, we're masculine to the Earth. We're receiving everything from the Earth, whether male or female. We're receiving, and the sun acts masculine to the Earth.
Right.
The Earth,
so it's a perfect balance.
Is constantly receiving, and so it's such a beautiful thing for us to take the environment and begin to demonstrate how we can be around it.
Well, I just thought it was so auspicious because Sheila first contacted me, and I think, Kia, you were supposed to go on last week, but this was way more auspicious and serendipitous to have him here today, being that today is, what is it called? World
Sisterhood Day.
Yeah.
It's, there's at least 27 countries that I know of that are participating.
But you also have something going on tonight. I'm going to be there.
In Los Angeles, and we might have some of the rose water available.
We would love to sponsor.
It's such a beautiful gathering.
So where is that?
So in Brentwood at India Tandoori Restaurant, which is...
I've been there. Yeah, it's great food.
It's great food. Martin Shaw is one of the sponsors, and all of the funds, up to 50 to 98%, depending on which ticket that you purchase, is going towards Pakistan, India, Nepal, and Bangladesh, and the U.S. And our desire there is to really establish a profound ability to give to others without expecting anything back.
What a concept.
And
that's altruism. Right, but so non-capitalistic.
It truly is, and that's what Divine Sisterhood can truly be.
All right. On Divine Love Talk, Divine Sisterhood.
Divine Sisterhood. There's just a really great story that I can tell in just a minute or two.
Go ahead.
Which is Alexander Great's wife sent a Rocky to the leader. The Rocky is a symbol of sisterhood, brotherhood.
It's a little bracelet, a woven bracelet?
A little woven bracelet that she sent to the ruler of the land who Alexander the Great was going to be in battle with. That ruler could have given a fatal blow, but he saw the Rocky, the symbol of sacred brotherhood, on his arm, and he chose
not to kill him,
not to deliver the final blow. And I think of that as if we
remembering who we are, the essence of who we are,
correct,
which is love,
and the one family. If we can get on every brother and sister a reminder of the greater things that they stand for, maybe we can complete.
Well, you know, I'm a personal proponent of raising your vibration through the body.
Yes.
You know, because if the vibration of the body is low, and that's why I think, Kia, what you're doing is so amazing. Is there's so many drinks out there on the market, but I haven't seen anything that has rose in it. And I was first introduced to it in a mall in Singapore, and it's just common. You just go up to these little kiosks and you can buy a rose water drink, and it was so refreshing and so uplifting and so amazing. I thought, why don't we have this in the U.S.? And trust me, that was decades ago when I went to Singapore. And so when Sheila called me about this, I was like, oh, okay. And I saw the packaging. It's beautiful. And I think its time has come.
Indeed.
So you are very, very timely with what you're doing. And to be able to buy a drink, you know, that lifts your spirit and your energy, and it's medicinal, and it's all organic, and it's in a glass bottle. You know, how exciting is that?
Yeah. I recall some of the stories as a child that I remember reading, that I think the most beautiful woman of all time was Cleopatra.
Yes.
And we've all heard stories that she used to bathe regularly,
of course,
with rose water and rose petals. So, and then we heard about Michelangelo, who used to drink rose water in his tea every day, that helped give him inspiration for his art.
Yeah, I actually keep, I buy Middle Eastern stuff. I keep a bottle of rose water and a bottle of orange blossom water, and I splash that in my water with lemon, and it's just, I love it. So that's why I'm honoring what you're doing.
Thank you.
Because
Thank
I
you.
think it's, and trying to get just the essence of rose oil and putting it on your third eye or right under your nose, it can put you to sleep. That and lavender, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a thought. Maybe you can do lavender and rose. All right.
Okay. All
the
right.
next new beverage to your line.
Yeah, we're continuously evolving, and I think we are going to come out with some new flavors in the very near future.
Yeah.
One of them is going to be a tea-based flavor because everybody likes tea, and
of course,
that has its own antioxidant qualities.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll add some lavender
and some rose and
maybe some coriander,
yeah.
maybe some
My
turmeric.
goodness.
I mean, there's a lot of things out there that have benefits.
Absolutely, and that's right up our alley.
What I love about the rose water, that it already comes prepackaged, and so you don't have to worry
think about
it. And if it's organic and it's grown in a way that nurtures the earth, you wind up being able to receive this high frequency. I love that you brought Cleopatra and Michelangelo. They all had routines, and they had ways of developing themselves. And if, like you're sharing, we could add in the body and make that the center point.
Yeah, because how are you going to raise the vibration if your body temple is all polluted and low vibration, and you don't feel good? You can't think, And these kind of drinks increase mental clarity. But I also like the fact that it's a man who's leading this company. With the rose water, which is the symbol of love. Absolutely. I mean, what a perfect, segue into the Aquarian age, because that's what we need, is more balance between the masculine and the feminine.
Thank you. There is my counterpart also, my family. So I want to give credit to my beautiful sister, who's also not here.
Well, look at that.
So I have
perfect balance.
She's the female vision behind this brand as well,
feminine.
And my dad and my mom. And I mean, it's a lot of people that led to this point here, and. It's also Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Ah, okay.
So if you look at our bottles, on the back of each bottle, there's a little ribbon.
Aww.
And that reflects that we donate a portion of our proceeds.
I love that.
To the Breast Cancer Awareness Foundation and the AIDS Foundation to give back to our
community. How beautiful is that?
Yeah,
so you're based right here in Los Angeles?
We're a SoCal-based company based out of Los Angeles, and we've.
So you're already in Whole Foods, or you're getting ready to
we're
get into Whole
we're
Foods?
in all the Gelson's stores right now.
Gelson's, okay, that's high end.
Yes, that's high end, and
definitely
they help seed our growth here, and then
wonderful.
We're moving into the Whole Foods next, and then God willing into some of the bigger, more commercial brands. But it's a steady process, and we believe.
But I'm sure we'll be seeing you at a lot of these festivals and venues.
Yes, we love being at venues. We feel that there's no other way for people to fall in love with our product than to just taste it.
Well, absolutely, yeah. Because that peach one is on point.
Like I said, you have a lifetime subscription to free peach.
Yay! That's so awesome. These are so tasty. I really like the second one that I tried, which might have been the mango flavor.
Yeah.
And there's a link to your drinks on Divine Love Talk on Facebook.
Wonderful.
So going to Facebook, if you want to see a picture of the drinks and a link to them, it's really, really awesome.
What's your website?
Our website is drinkhh2rose.com.
Oh, that's easy. Yeah. Drinkhh2rose.com.
And you'll find a little bit about the history, and there's a little story on the back of each bottle that tells you of how it's reached to where it is today. And there's some benefits in there, and also a few articles that cite the medicinal benefits of rose water and saffron that back up the claims we make.
Yeah, because honestly, I think that, if you're going to drink or eat anything, why aren't you thinking about the medicinal value? Because the father of modern medicine said, let food be thy medicine, medicine be thy food. And definitely people spend, especially kids, spend an inordinate amount of their own income on food, mostly junk food and junk drinks. So how about we raise the vibration of kids by encouraging them to drink rose water, and then they're more in, the spirit of love and harmony. I'm all about looking for ways to raise the frequency of the planet, and starting with the kids and giving them better food and better options.
What's amazing about rose as well is it works with the heart chakra.
There you go.
Rose represents the smell, the sound, the frequency of rose. When you're sitting with roses or in a rose garden, you wind up awakening to that brilliant frequency within your heart. The chakra is an energy system within our body,
and that's the seed of God. That's where you find God in the heart.
Very true.
It's so beautiful, and the heart chakra has certain things hold the frequency. Crystals, plants, they hold a vibrational, measurable
frequency
that they have on the environment around them. When you're in a rose garden, or when you're with roses,
the fragrance of
roses, and when it's in your environment, there's a sensation that happens in your heart.
Oh, absolutely.
And this is a little bit of the science behind that. Is we have a genome that if we read it out in normal language would take a century to read out. And right now our medical system knows about a nail's version of what's possible to do,
which is
like a needle or a needle's worth. Like throw the needle in the ocean. That's how much we actually know about medicine, about our bodies.
So true.
And what we do know, what we do repeatedly, what we experience repeatedly, has an effect on our body. Measurably, walking in a rose garden, drinking rose, having your environment filled with that frequency relaxes your heart, opens your heart up, and allows you to have kindness qualities, kindness frequency, and compassion towards yourself and others.
And there are rose gardens all over the city. Huntington, has a beautiful one. When I was in Paris, oh my God, it has the most amazing rose garden ever. I mean, I just walked around and sat there for hours not wanting to leave, and you could smell the roses.
Oh, yes.
That expression, smell the roses.
Stop and smell the roses.
Yeah.
So anything associated with rose we think is good. We've been trained to believe that as children growing up, and it's very chivalrous of a man to give a woman a rose.
Valentine's Day.
Absolutely. So we believe in all of those wonderful principles.
And what I've noticed with Middle Eastern and Armenian people is if you give them any kind of food, they smell it first.
My wife is American, and she's always said, "Why do you smell your food first, babe?" I just want to smell it.
It's fragrance.
It's one of the senses.
It's beyond that too. So I'm writing my book. Okay. My book is on the senses.
Oh, right.
And the
olfactory.
If you smell your food, your digestive tract starts
opens
producing exactly what you need to digest it. Our grandmothers are so smart and telling us to always smell our food. Chew slowly, because you smell it, and as you're chewing slowly, you're able to, through the olfactory senses, produce exactly what you need to digest it.
I noticed, Kia, that the first thing you said was smell it.
Yep.
when he handed me a little sample of it, and it is very fragrant and very aromatic. So I'm getting more and more excited about this brand. Not only is it beautiful, but its time has come.
It is.
You think?
It is. I can tell you that culturally we were always drinking pomegranate water growing up, and then one day pomegranate water appeared on the scene as it was the holy grail.
Oh, it is.
But we've been consuming it, right, Dr. Larson, for decades, if not century, and
pomegranate molasses and cooking.
Exactly, and now rose water. Its time has come. It's time for the world to know the benefits.
America has figured it out,
and to taste it. We've created our own little hashtag. Taste the roses.
Love it.
Take a moment, stop, and taste the
Not
roses.
just smell the roses, but taste the roses.
Use as many senses as possible.
I love it.
Thank
That's
you.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
So hashtag taste the roses. Okay, and then your website again is
Drink H2 Rose, and all of our social media handles are at H2 Rose. You can find us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. The world is continuously evolving and changing, and we want to be a part of it. And it's an honor to be here.
You're definitely contributing. Yeah. Sheila, I'm so happy you brought him
Thank
on.
You.
Yes, and Dr. Sarah. So tonight we're going to be at where in Brentwood?
We're going to be on Wilshire Boulevard at Indian Tandoori Restaurant for World Sisterhood Day.
Join us tonight. Oh, and Kia is going to be there.
That's right.
Sampling some of his rosewater.
Looking forward.
So join us tonight. You're listening to Divine Love Talk. I'm your host, Dr. Parthenia Grant, with Kia and H2 Rose and Dr. Sarah Larson. We'll be back wrapping this up after commercial break.
Hi, I'm Joan London, and if you're worried about your parent or a loved one living alone like I was, and you want reliable senior care information, then call A Place for Mom, the nation's largest senior living referral service. You'll get free information on assisted living, Alzheimer's care, nursing homes, even important financial information.
They had obviously researched every place, not just given me names.
Mm-hmm.
They found me a place for what she could afford, and it was magnificent. We're now very confident that she's safe, and they just helped every step of the way, and I can't thank them enough.
So if you're struggling to find reliable senior living information, call A Place for Mom. This is a free service, and you can trust them to help you.
If you're struggling to find reliable senior living information for your mom or dad, then call or go online to get the free help you need during this turbulent time. Call now, 800-471-5173, 800-471-5173.
Are you nearing eligibility for Medicare benefits? Then you know now is an important time in your life. Medicare benefits can be a complicated puzzle. You don't want to overpay for your Medicare coverage or get the wrong plan. Let Health Markets Insurance Agency help you. With one free phone call, a licensed insurance agent will help you select a Medicare plan that's right for you and your budget. If you're becoming eligible for Medicare, call today and learn how to get the most out of your benefits.
800-793-1960, 800-793-1960.
Health Markets Insurance Agency is the DBA or assumed name of InSphere Insurance Solutions, Inc., which is an authorized insurance agency in all 50 states and the District of Columbia. Not all agents are licensed to sell all products. Service and product availability varies by state.
Call 800-793-1960, 800-793-1960, 800-793-1960, 800-793-1960.
What are you going to do with your old car? You can try selling it, you could junk it, or you could donate it to Heritage for the Blind. Your car will be towed away for free, and your donation is tax deductible. Just call 1-800-785-9618. Heritage for the Blind accepts cars, vans, trucks, and boats. It doesn't matter if your vehicle runs or not. It will be towed away for free, and you'll be supporting those that need help. Heritage for the Blind is a nonprofit organization that helps the visually impaired live fuller lives. Call right now to donate your car, and as a special thank you for calling, you'll receive a free 3-day vacation voucher to many exciting locations. Call Heritage for the Blind right now, 1-800-785-9618. Donating is easy, and your vehicle is towed away for free. Plus, you'll get a free vacation voucher. Call now, 1-800-785-9618. That's 1-800-785-9618.
Okay, we're back, wrapping this up on Divine Love Talk with Dr. Sarah Larson and Kia from H2 Rose. Kia, if you were to leave your audience with one thought for today, what is it that you would say to them?
I would say that we've taken a lot of time and effort to create this particular formula to benefit the people. And being that we're the first rosewater and saffron infused beverage, we want to take the opportunity to let everybody know that there's some real benefits here. It'll improve your skin texture and your appearance. It's a strong antioxidant. Rosewater is improving for your digestive health. And also, a little secret which we haven't touched on yet is that saffron increases your satiety. So it'll make you feel full.
How about that?
Longer. So it's an appetite suppressant.
You won't be as hungry. Hey.
Exactly. And it's a natural mood enhancer, and whose mood doesn't need to be enhanced, right?
Definitely Rose is going to lift your spirits.
Yes. So.
And we so need more love in our hearts and in our lives. So, Dr. Sarah, what would you...
I would say this life is so beautiful, and what's really, truly meaningful is the relationships that you make.
Yes.
And one of the ways that is really strong is to bring in a new relationship with your body and give your body things that are great for it. Give your spirit and your soul sisters and brothers, and allow for the bigger world to really get who you are through taking care of yourself, taking care of the people closest to you, and then letting that vibration cascade out through the world.
And what I would say is focus on giving yourself the love that you are trying to get from everybody else, and be okay with eliminating from your inner circle those people who are not vibrating at that level of love yet. You know, it's okay. You don't have to have them in your inner circle, because if they're there, they're crowding out, you know, the room for the people that can love you and that want to love you. And it's time, you know, to allow love into your life in all ways, shapes, and packages. Food, people, good times, good vibrations. Give yourself permission to love and be loved.
Yeah, it's awesome. And join us today at Indian Tandoori. We'd love to include you in our family. Come be our sister.
Is it on your Facebook
brother.
page?
It is.
And is it on Divine Love Talk's Facebook page?
It's on Divine Love Talk.
Okay.
I can make sure.
So go to Divine Love Talk Facebook page, and you'll get the address, how to get there. Kia is going to join us tonight. You'll be able to sample this amazing rosewater drink. Right. Run out to Gelson's and give it a try. Mm-hmm. And I want to thank Sheila Gilmore for bringing Kia in and introducing us to each other, and Dr. Sarah for the beautiful work that you do, and for being this example of unconditional love. I don't think I've ever seen you get upset with anybody about anything. So quickly, how do you do that?
Oh, I do it. I think about you sometimes.
Oh.
I do. I think about the ways that you give and the ways that you create for the world. And whenever I have a low moment, I think of all the things that I've been graced with, all the friendships, my beautiful children.
Oh, and that they are.
Yes, and so it's so lovely. There's a present for you from them that they painted in the bag for you.
Thank you.
Happy World Sisterhood Day.
Oh, to all of you.
And to all our brothers and sisters around the world. Thank you.
And bring more love and light into everyone's life with love first. Okay, I'm your host, Dr. Parthenia Grant. Thank you so much, Kia. Say your last name one more time.
Kia Elulian of H2 Rose.
Of H2 Rose. And Dr. Sarah, join us tonight.
Thank you.
Favorite talk radio shows sound like this? What if you could hear your favorite shows in crystal clear, high-definition digital sound? Well, with CRN Digital Talk Radio's 6 channels of high-definition radio, you can now hear all of your favorite hosts like you've never heard them before in CRN HD. The difference is amazing. Catch your favorite political hosts like Dennis Prager, Tom Hartman, Barry Farber, and so many more. Entertainment and lifestyle programming like The Robert Conrad Show, The What's Cooking Show, and The What's Cooking on Wine Show, all in true CRN HD audio. Sports, business, travel, food, wine, politics, there is something for everyone, and it's all available in CRN high-definition sound.